Hey everybody who's watching. Sorry, my tablet didn't want to work for some reason, but it's all good now. Some music. Alright. So we're gonna try and finish up these little guys today and get more of that background in. Oh, let me turn that off. There we go. But anytime the audio or the music's too loud or too quiet, just let me know. I think 3600 by 2400. It's my default canvas size, and it's 300 dpi. Anything bigger that I do, it stays at 300 dpi, and then I'll just scale it up like, let me see what I've got. Actually, I think I only use this one, but you can go bigger. I think I've used the tabloid before, which is 11 by 17, and that's, as you can see, way bigger. I think I've only done that once though, because it was a print design I wanted to make specifically for that size. It's kind of hot out, so I'm a little out of it because I just went grocery shopping too. That heat, man, gets you. But it's cooling off now, so that's good. And at any time, if you guys have questions about Krita or anything, definitely let me know and I'll try to answer them live for you. If you're new here, welcome. We're just drawing some sea creatures in a little goofy scenario. They're traveling underwater. Hello, Bucky. Probably gonna get this demonetized because I didn't realize the noises they're using is from Nintendo. Oh well. No, you don't have to say hello. Not required. I don't think I am. I'm using the basic smoothing. If I use the actual stabilizer, it's a lot of delay to it, which isn't a bad thing. I use that for very smooth long lines, and the weighted isn't bad, but for fine detail or fine movements, it doesn't work as well. So I just stick with basic. Actually make this a little louder. There we go. Thank you. It's not easy to do. I'm hoping when this is done, I'll look better. Kind of in that like midway point where it's kind of okay, but also like in that ugly phase. So once all the shading is done on these little guys, I'm going to have to add in the detail for the shell as well as the sea snid or sea hare. And that's going to be fun. I love the makeshift face too. I kind of forgot it was there, to be honest. Like, I'll do stuff like that, and then I just zone out and continue working, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I did that forever ago. And it's like, it'll stay there until like the very end when I'm drawing. It's kind of like a nice little motivator in a way. It's like, oh, I've been so tired working on this, and then you look over and it's like, oh, that's cute, that makes me laugh. We'll make a face over here too. There we go. Actually, it's a little light. I'll make it there. Give them little blushes. There. Yay! The tunes are from No Copyright Sound. This is their electronic playlist. And this particular one is Different Heaven by Necozilla. Thank you. It's the only music I can play that won't get me demonetized or copyright strikes. or anything like that. Hi Alpha Cat, it's going pretty good. How about you? Good. It's always good to relax. Okay. Should be good. I gotta black out the faces. Let's see. The problem is I'm gonna cartoonify this a little bit so it won't be exactly like this. That's okay. Let's see. Little eyes. I'm actually going to put them on a different layer so I don't screw up the shading and anything else. Actually curve them. There we go. I think those are pretty nice. Curve, like the curve at least. I'm gonna thin this one out though. Yes, this is a custom pen brush. So I just took this one, the ink 3G pen, and I just modified it a little bit. It's not anything super crazy, but that's what I did. Oh wait, no. Is that one? It's no, sorry. It's a modified. I can't remember if this brush is from Krita 3.0 resources that I just kept importing, or if this is just the new brush that I modified. Regardless, it's one of their ink brushes I modified for a while ago. I just don't remember if it's this newer one or if it's one of the older ones. I actually don't even know the difference between them. I think it's just very fine difference. Oh, that's new. Krita lied to me. They said their new update had nothing different. This is different. This is new. I don't remember seeing this before. Ugh. Oh well. I don't know. It's just the angle of your pen. It's not a big deal. Yeah, nice though. That so that's that one, and this is mine. Oh, this is Spike's. So this one, is it? No, it's a difference. I don't know, I did something with the brush tip. Oh, the softness. I made it softer. This one has no softness. So, the new one I have, the pen pressure will affect the softness. I don't think I'm going to do a tutorial for that, but I am going to be doing a brush customization series, so I guess it'll just get wrapped up in there. Maybe I should read their release notes a little more closely. I can't believe that. Normally they have like pictures like, oh hey, this was an update. Or maybe it was there in the last update, I don't know. Uh-oh, what's this? Maybe I didn't notice it before in the last update. It's possible. No, I would have noticed it because I was messing with brushes before then. Or at that time. I don't know. Play with that. Wonder if they have anything else now. It's that. That's that. I think this has already been, yeah, that's always been there. Okay, so predefined, that's there. Interesting. Yes, I am still using the same brushes as 1 year ago. because I believe all this still existed a year ago. I really don't use that many brushes. This is it. It's really just my custom brush, the blending, the blender blur, and then the eraser. And occasionally I'll throw a different brush in here, like a pattern brush, but that I never... I'll actually show it. Let me find it. This one? Yeah. Let me add it to my brushes. So, this one is my custom brush that I have, but I don't really... I don't keep it the same pattern. It's just, hey, here's my custom brush. Throw in the new pattern or whatever, and then go modify whatever it is. Because I don't keep it the same for every pattern I use. I don't feel like making a new brush for every pattern either, because each thing I do is going to require different settings. And even if I have the need to make a rock brush, I might need that rock brush again, but I'm still going to have to modify the settings for it, and I'm not going to make a new brush for each setting I alter. Like, I'm comfortable enough with it that I just, what do you call it? I just go with it, you know, I keep it as is. So, yeah. I've been using the same brushes for a while. The only difference I can possibly think of is my custom pen brush, which uses a different base for Krita 4.0, I think it is. Yeah, let me just go to the resources. Oops, not that one. Not that one. This one. Yeah, okay. So I used a pen brush from the Krita 3 default brushes. They're based off of that, and then Krita 4 came over. I used it off the new one. And I'm pretty sure Krita 4 has been out for at least a year, so... But I don't do anything fancy with them. Otherwise... Okay. Hope that answered your question. I thought about releasing my single brush that I use for everyone to try out, but it's really not, it's not unique enough, in my opinion, to, I guess, I don't know if it would do anybody any good. It's just a personal preference for me. Yeah, I think they updated Krita not a couple days ago, so it's pretty new. If you open up Krita, let me save this and I'll show you. When you open up Krita, over here, it'll say new update or update available, which is really nice because I don't pay attention to that, and it'll also be in the news. So if you, as long as you have this checked on, it'll let you know, hey, there's a new update, you know. So like here, oh, maybe it was released a while ago. I don't know. Time is just, you know, whatever. it's been out for at least a week or two. But yeah, it'll let you know by the start menu if there's a new update available. Cool. I'm really bad at updating it, so I'm just the worst. I never see an update until, like, before they let you know when you make a new document for Open Krita. I never knew until like almost a month later. I was like, oh, okay, time to make more videos. Sorry, this is late. But I'm like it with every program, it's not just Krita. Are you saving your brush? I know that, or at least I think, if, for example, I leave my custom brush, let's say I leave it at 23, sometimes when I open... Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, your brush settings shouldn't change as long as you save those settings with that brush. Sometimes when I close Krita though, after having my brush setting a little different, it'll retain that as a copy until I refresh it again. Oh yeah, yawning. Why am I yawning? Sorry. Hello Mustafa, welcome to my stream. Here, I don't know if any of you are new, because I see I have 7 viewers. This is what we're doing. This is what we're working on right now. Woo. Little purple sea hare, little sand crab, mole crabs, whatever you want to call them. This is what they look like in real life. They're very cute. They have feathery antenna things. See? And then the purple sea hare. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Right now, they look like little mobster sea crabs. They're just like plotting. That's how they look with their little hands. So you know what? We're gonna go with that. This is the mob. Or the mafia. The sand crab mafia. YouTube's gonna like flag me for saying that. How dare you! Well, welcome. Thank you for coming to the stream. I hope my videos are helpful. Every time I make them, I'm like, well, I hope this made sense. If not, I did my best. I mean, people say they're helpful, but, you know. The Sand Mafia will come after you. It's perfect. Sand Mafia. Alright, so we need to make this a little more fleshy pink. Oops. See, this is what we do. This is what these streams are for. It's for the Sand Mafia. Oh, also, if you, for those who, I mean, it looks like everyone here is from YouTube. I am streaming to Twitch as well, and regardless of what platform you're on, whenever somebody comments, it should show up in the other chat because I'm using Restream. That way, you know, nobody's missing comments and they're like, why is Missy talking to herself? Oops. Oh, nice. Welcome brings Salawat. I don't know how to say your name. I just, like, I know you're from Discord, I believe. Right? Pretty sure you are. Yes, okay, good. I remembered correctly. I'm like, oh my god, what if he's not? And I just made things up in my mind. Yay! I'm glad you guys can make it to my stream. I never know what, like, time zone you guys are in. I try to, that's why I do it during the middle of the day. Discord group assembled. Yes. That's what we do now. Discord group assembled. Oops. So if I stream at night, I know a lot of people are sleeping. And I feel kind of bad. I don't know why I'm putting this detail here. I'm not gonna see it. Ooh, those are good games. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, so it's not super late then. I mean, I have been streaming for an hour, so if I do 3 my time, it's about, wait, no, I was streaming for 44 minutes. Okay, so when I start streaming at 3, it's 10 o'clock there. And then Brazilian. Okay, so it seems like a fair time frame, around 3 o'clock my time. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I know 9 and 10 is late, but it's not like midnight or 2 in the morning at least. So this seems like a good time. Because yeah, I'm on Eastern time as well. Lucky. 3:44 here. Hungary was a minute ahead of us for the future. We're all 3:43 or something 43. Hungary's like, nope, I'm 44. Don't know why I'm so zoomed in. It's raining. It is not raining here. It is sunny and warm. Which is good. It was raining the other day. It's still spring here though too, so it kind of makes sense to be raining. Time travelers in the Middle East and Europe. Yes! You're all time travelers. You're in the future, so tell us what happens in the future. Yeah, it's nice that it's warmer out. The sun will set. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Actually, let's make this. End of summer? That's kind of sad. Or maybe like that. I don't know. Our summer isn't gonna start till I think June or July. It's still spring. Well, in the north, we go from 10 months of winter to summer. Hello, Summery. How are you? We're just making sand crabs and talking about the weather. Because we're old people now. That's what we do. Let's talk about the weather. I do use Krita. My whole channel is like, unintentionally dedicated to Krita. Honestly, a winter in New York doesn't sound as fun as a winter somewhere else. Snow is nice if you don't have to deal with it all the time. Mainly because you get stuck in it when you're driving. I have to sneeze. Is it like snow in the mountains? Or is it northern areas? 'Cause I know California has the same thing. Like southern areas of California fill the mountains for skiing and snow. Yes and no, Zamari. So the only time I've heard someone have that issue, if you go to your configure Krita, where is it? Is it here? I'm trying to remember where it is. Oh, here we go. Configure Krita display. If you change it, if you check this on, if you don't have it, that might fix it. Change your render and see if that works. And the only other thing I can think of is check your color management and see what it's on. So if you see them, that should actually change it. If you're using one of these by accident, that might screw something up. But if you have soft proofing on, oops, that'll change it too. So if you go to view and go to soft proofing, make sure that's off. So if I turn it on, it'll change my color. It looks really bad. And then I go here. Boop. Hello, Ethan. Hikikomori. What? That sounds very familiar. I don't know. Oh wait, no. Hikikomori. That's a place, right? Oh, that sucks that you were underground. Where are the buildings? We're all shut-ins. You're welcome, Zamori. Hopefully that works. So someone else had that issue too, where it just the color freaked out. If that doesn't work, let me know, and I'll try and see what else it could possibly be. I had like 3 cups of coffee today. Why am I yawning? Yeah, I don't like. I prefer to be at home, but I don't mind going out every now and then either. Oops. Like I like to go out before I go out to eat or just go to the park or something like that. Zoo. Sorry guys, I'm erasing the faces. The faces are gone. I'm just blaming the weather changes for my sleepiness. Got plenty of sleep. Got a zillion cups of coffee. Go out for groceries and that's it. It's not a bad excuse to go out though. I actually got groceries today. For the first time in like a while, it was pretty... It wasn't packed, but it wasn't dead either. So I was in and out pretty quick, like normally I would. But they had trouble keeping people. I do like to go out and get like myself a treat, like go to Tim Hortons and get one of those French vanilla coffee things. Those are good. They have a lot of caffeine in them, but they're good. Oh, nice. Like taking pictures, Ethan, or just were you watching a video? Or like were you working on your own stuff?
Girl, I know you, but you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, but I just want it. I just see myself. I just see myself. I just see myself.
Sometimes I pretend like people know what they mean when they say stuff, but the only reason I ask what you mean by photo breakdown is because I'm not entirely sure. I think I know what you mean, but I don't want to assume. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. That's good. It's a very good thing to do. It's good because you start training yourself to see those shapes and you don't have to draw over the photo. Yay! Finding good color palettes can be hard. The easiest thing to do for color palettes, besides finding some nice ones online, like pre-made ones, is going to, or just not going to, but looking up an image search of nature, and those are your color palettes. So we'll just search this? Ocean flower, right? I don't know what that means. I'm just making up terms here. Oh wait, there we go. Duh. Aquatic flower. So here we have a whole color palette already. You have nice purples, yellow, and green. And you just color pick from that and you get a really nice color palette. And you can see the contrasting colors too. The different color, like here it's pink, but there's purple in here, there's yellow and orange and an orange red. You get a nice blue-green. Why do you feel like you're not learning anything from it? Is it just because it's new to you still? You may not feel like you're learning something, but I bet you that your brain is retaining the information subconsciously. It's kind of like muscle memory. When you train yourself to see stuff like that, the more you do it, or the more you consciously are doing it, the more you don't realize how much you're actually retaining until you take a break and then you encounter a new image that you're gonna draw and you're like, oh duh, it's right in front of me. How did I not see this before? So if you're doing pixel art, you can still do that. I would just let me see if I can do it. I have an explanation in my head, but I know I can't articulate this well. There we go. So if you take a photo, you pixelize it, and you get instant block colors. So obviously you can still see what it is from far away, but up close you have your squares. So it kind of simplifies the color a little bit. So like in your overview, you can kind of see what colors you would use for the shadow, the outline, whatever, and you get the idea of what you're making or whatever. I don't know. I hope that made sense. My brain, I don't know what happened. I think I'm gonna get some coffee in a few minutes. I'm drinking water, so I'm not dehydrated. So yeah, if you need colors, you can still do that with images. Put a filter on it, you know. Hey, 140p does have a purpose. This is actually good to do as well if you're trying to just get basic form of shadow and light down for illustrating purposes. So this is good practice for illustrators as well. Yes, I think that they should let us post pictures and GIFs in the chat as well. I'm guessing they don't because one, it's bandwidth, and two, it wouldn't really be hard to moderate. You do it in Discord anyway. You know, whoever's streaming will just have to keep an eye on it. Or maybe even just be like, oh, members only, or whatever nonsense that they have. It's really hard to communicate without GIFs. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but I think it's really hard to communicate without GIFs. Oh, hey, Discord has GIFs. Teams, Microsoft Teams has GIFs. And Microsoft Teams is used for businesses. So I don't think it would be abused. And as long as like the owner of the YouTube channel could even say, oh, here's the type of gifts I would allow, like you can set a moderation on that. I know in Teams you can. I don't know. I don't think you can in Discord, which is fine. I mean, I don't care. But yeah. I think it would probably be abused in like the first release of it, but I don't think it would be that bad. I mean, Skype had gifts for a while. Everything has gifts at this point, even Facebook and Twitter. I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Now, if you're worried about everyone like only communicating with gifts, well, I can't really complain about that because I've done that before. It's just like, oh, hey, I sent you something. Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Oh, what? Actually, what does Google even own anymore besides YouTube? Because they got rid of their Google Plus, which was a disaster. They have Gmail. They have their Google Chat. I don't think it... Stadia? I thought they shut that down. Yeah, did they close that, or was that Facebook? And their whatever VR stuff. I just love how like Facebook and Google was like, oh, we'll buy this up, it'll be great, and then they close it. They didn't do anything with it because they're dumb. Okay, they did, yeah. That's what I thought. They don't know what they're doing. Big companies just buy stuff and then they Pikachu face when they realize things don't magically work themselves out. Well, they shut the Stadia studio down. That would mean they're not working on the product at all. Which honestly kind of... No, it doesn't really surprise me. It's very niche right now in terms of VR. I haven't seen it. It's not accessible to the average user like everything else is. I think it has more use for the medical fields. Maybe? I don't know. I think we have a VR headset here. Yay, Summary! I'm glad that worked. Oh, that's right, Bucky. Android operating system. Remember when Android came out? It was like the best thing in the world, and then it just became trash. I thought Waze was an app that you could use for directions. Or did they give up on the car and just left the app up? Yeah, Waze is like a map quest or something. I remember using it a couple times. In summary, if you have any... Oh, bye Ethan! Have a good one. In summary, if you have any other issues with Korea, just feel free to ask in the chat. I don't mind pausing and helping you out. Oh, before I do that though, give me 1 second. I am going to get some coffee. So be right back. I'm just gonna leave my screen up like this. Okay, and just look at that beautiful. Hold on. There we go. So I'll be right back. Alright, back. Hello, person that says they're new. I'll pretend to give you some coffee, rude guy. But I guess I have sugar. You can have sugar. I drink my coffee black. I don't put anything in it. Is Android open source? I don't think it is. I think it's available, what is it called? With the APK thing, where it allows people to use it for stuff, which I think Apple has something similar, but you can't edit the source code for it. You can't make yourself a new operating system off the Android OS. It's not Linux. I don't think it's Linux based. Whereas Linux and Ubuntu and all that stuff is open source, so you can take that operating system and technically create your own. I don't think Android is actually open source though. That wouldn't really make any sense because you'd have way more phones with well, yeah. I'll check. Well, I'm glad that worked for you, Zamarie. Is Android open source? It's actually kind of weird. I don't... I wonder if... Interesting. Oh, it is Linux based. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So Android was its own company and Google bought it. See, that's why it makes me wonder if it's truly open source, because if when you pay for it, when you pay to have that stuff, it kind of... Yeah, the GNU license does force you to make it open source. It's the same issue with 3D printing, because most 3D printers are based on code that is open source, and if you... Because I know Creality had a huge issue where they said they weren't going to make it open source, and the maker community flipped out. They just completely flipped out. Thankfully they released the code so you could edit it and stuff, but the whole point is if you want... Yes, and free as well. Like Krita, I don't know if it's open source. No, it is. It is, sorry. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Krita is open source and free, and you can go to the code and modify it and all this other stuff. Yeah, there's new phones out that are also Linux based that don't have all that stuff on it. The Pine phone is one of them, and they're actually a lot cheaper. They have a lot more control, or you have more control with those phones than the common Apple and Android. For sure, more than Apple. Huh, okay, so I guess Android technically is open source, but when you get it from with your phone, because it's been modified so much, you are basically breaking your contract with the maker. So if I were to root my phone, Samsung would be like, what the hell are you doing? So there are different... I don't know if there's different open source. There's different copyright licenses and stuff. Like, you can say... Hold on, let me look it up because there's actually a whole system around it. Ah, shoot. Where's my stuff? Oh man, I forgot where to find this stuff. Okay, well, at Mines, there's actually like a it's okay, I don't mind. There's like an actual open source system where you have almost like an agreement code where, oh, maybe that's an ethics thing instead. I don't remember. My coffee's too hot to drink. Yeah. The people I know that have gotten the Pine phone have to get it online. Like, nobody sells them in the stores here. And I don't remember what they did with their phone number. Because I guess it's like any other carrier. You take the SIM card out of the current phone and put it in the Pine phone. You have to set it up or whatever. Slurp. I don't know. Maybe that's it then. There's a huge push for open source because it allows for more flexibility and innovation. Because when people are able to have access to the code, they can start modifying it, make the software better. Blender, for example, is one of them. I would say they'd be Krita and Blender are probably the two companies or wherever they are that are the most successful with their open source, in my opinion. And LibreOffice or OpenOffice, one of those two. Actually, they split for some reason, which is weird. Kind of prefer LibreOffice. It like works better for me. So if you don't like Microsoft Word or you need something that is the free version of that, LibreOffice is good. It actually works really nice. So yeah, it is a lot. It just, like, Blender, when you look at Blender and its history, it is almost ridiculous how far it's come. They do make it industry competitive. I wouldn't even consider it industry level because it's always been industry level, in my opinion. It's always kept up with Maya. It's always kept up that quality. User friendly, however, it has not been in the past. Currently it is, though. Yes, Krita they have a small team of people. I think it's 10 right now. However, through the Google Summer of Code and other initiatives, they do have other people that will come help sometimes. I could be totally wrong on this, but I do know they do Summer of Code, and they have others to help out. But they do care about their software working. They don't sit there and go, oh well, the users want this, we don't really care though. They don't see it like that. They might prioritize what gets worked on, but they really take to heart the feedback that the users give them. Yes, I think they do use that. I think they just do most of this in Linux anyway. I know I was going on their Bugzilla page to submit a bug, and they have so much stuff in there. But their stuff is just, the team is just so nice. Sometimes I comment on my videos and I get so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, I made a video and it's probably completely wrong and they're gonna yell at me, but they don't. It just feels really nice. Yeah, I've seen the KDE. I have to look more into it though. Oh, look at this at the bottom! There's another one of these. What is this? Ooh, man! I just made my pop-up palette thing. Like, oh look, you can rotate, and you can rotate. Is that already there? And I'm that blind? Hold on, Missy needs to just. Where's the frick is my window? Oh my god, I can't. There it is. Let me just. Like this. No, it was. Maybe that icon. No, that is new. Okay. I'm like doing a back and forth thing. This is. They tricked me. Okay. This is new. This little icon. This and this. It's the icon that changed. Well, this whole thing changed right here. This whole thing. This wasn't like that before. No, I knew about this. But I knew this was here, but the icon's different. And it is now in the overview as well. And I don't think it... Maybe it's just the icon that changed. Because I'm looking at my last video where I was talking about rotation, of course. This icon was not here at all. This little guy. You can't see it! My peeper's in the way. There. This was not there before. This thing. In the overview palette. This got rearranged completely. It's not a bad thing. It's just... They said no updates! And the icon changed. Which is fine. I don't mind it. It's not like a big enough deal for me to make a video about separately at all. So yeah. Alright, let me see if my coffee's cold enough. It's cold enough. Alright, now I have to... It depends. Not everybody uses the hotkeys or the pop-up palette, and the reason for that being is if you're using a screen tablet and not a regular tablet, like I have, the overview and everything might be better for you. So I have those flat non-screen tablets that you can't, I have a monitor to look at, whereas the screen tablets you can look at directly at while you're drawing. This stuff is actually kind of more useful because a lot of times you're drawing on that, you don't have, depending on how you want to set it up, you don't have the taskbar, or maybe you take these palette or the dockers off and you use hotkeys and buttons on the tablet. I still use the hotkeys just because, but I will admit that using the hotkeys doesn't give you a smooth transition like that. It's just very, it's by 5s or something. 15, 30, it was by 15, every 15 degrees, which is not a bad thing either. It's just, you don't want that, I'm rambling! I like programs that have numerous customizable features or whatever, because that means that it's more adaptable to a variety of users versus here's one button, good luck. So everyone has a different workflow. And it's kind of crazy when you see some people's workflows because you're like, what? How do you function? I think it's most apparent when you see people in 3D programs, especially ZBrush, because everyone seems to have their own unique what do you call it, like setup, and it is crazy how different it can be. Sketchbook Pro is really nice. I use it on my phone, and as weird as it sounds, I use it on my phone to make memes. I don't ask. It's just what I do. Alright, so these are not anatomically correct mole crabs, but that's okay. Close enough. We're gonna do the SpongeBob route and just make it a little different. Oops. I'll have to look them up. Yeah, some artists just have crazy workflows. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just like one of those things you're like, yeah, I got my workflow, it's so great, and then you look at someone else's and you're just like, what do you... It's like mad scientist stuff sometimes. There we go. Alright, I boarded the mole crab, so we're doing some background stuff now. Alright, we need to...
The same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, there's no secret. I wanna know, was it serious? I need it clear, my best friend. Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you, it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing, my love. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way I can.
Yeah, if you've been using Photoshop for a while, it's sometimes hard to change. There are people that still use like really old versions of Photoshop too. Simply because there's no reason to upgrade to them.
looks fine, and you keep hiding. I like the way it's mysterious. I think I found my own way. Is it easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders? I know I told you it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing. My love, trying to hold my feeling. I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way. I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on
Yeah, it's Photoshop can add up. I think I discussed this in my last stream, but it's like one of the reasons why I stopped using a lot of the major programs. I'm like, I'm not made of money, so bye. You know, not to say they're not good programs, but it's just not worth it to me. So. Yeah, it's like, it depends what option you choose, because there's a couple different subscription options, and I think it's between $10 to $20 a month. Yeah, I think for the full version, or for the 3 programs, which are Photoshop, Illustrator, and maybe Lightroom, or something like that, that sounds about right. And then I think they have yeah, a bunch of stuff. They have all these subscription options, and it's just so complicated. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're just doing it for fun, you know, just to relax. Well, hold on, I have a family thing. Okay, thought something was wrong. Everything's good. Yeah, if you're just doing it for a hobby or for fun, there's no point. And honestly, you got GIMP as well. GIMP is really great for photo editing. Guys, coffee isn't doing anything. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, it's still not worth it. I think it's really... Is it hard to get their student discount? Or to keep it? Hello, Electro Cola. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not fun at all, Kaio. I don't know if I said your name right, but... It's nice they have that student discount option, but it does add up. Yeah, that's actually kind of neat in a way. Like they're just let me start over. Let me collect my thoughts here. In a way that's neat that they're willing to give you a teacher's discount even if you don't teach art. But at the same time, the fact that they don't care makes you wonder if they're desperate for money and subscriptions. Like, we don't care what you teach, just give us the money. Well, that's good that they let you use it. Sorry, I'm getting a reference picture for some stiff. There we go. I was gonna start drawing the plants, and then I'm like, no. I need some reference. It's really hard to find like pictures of ocean life on the floor because it's one of two things that it is. It's either nothing or everything. Haha! Well, at least they have an art program. What do you teach if you don't mind me asking? It's just my computer making noise, you can ignore it. Oh, that's so cool! Auto repair is neat. Yes, drawing cubes, practicing does help. It just gets your muscle memory going to drawing straight lines and, what do you call it? Perspective and all that stuff. It just gets you thinking. It's especially helpful for drawing hard surface stuff like cars or whatever too. And buildings and all that fun stuff. It does have a use. Okay, I think I have enough to work with. Yeah, muscle memory. Alright, we're gonna say goodbye to this, this, and oh my gosh, thank you for my first super chat. Thank you! Thank you, Electricola. I kind of forgot I had that. Awesome. That made me so happy. Well, I hope I'm entertaining. And that was, you know. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Show, there we go. Kyle Jung, no, I didn't realize YouTube tried to hide a comment. Yes. It does suck though that the price changes like that. Hello, random person with the V's and the B's. Alright, let's tackle this background. Oops. So we're gonna go yellow and green. Seems about right. It's more yellow. Kaio? Is that it? Kaio? I hope I said that. Kaio, right? I want to say Kaio. I'll say two versions that I can say in my head. And you tell me if the first one or the second one is right or not. Kaio? Kaio. Oh, it sounds more heavy, so Kaio. Kaio. Like that. The second one? Okay, so Kaio. Kaio. I feel like I'm butchering this so bad. I'm so sorry. But I like to try and say people's names accurate. And other person, I will call you V or VB. I'll do that. So, Kaio. That's as close as I'm probably gonna get. But... I'm laughing at myself, by the way. I probably sound just really dumb right now. You're probably like, oh my gosh, you can't say this at all. can laugh at my struggle. It's okay. Because they are not eyes. My avatar... This is a mask. Oh, I can't even... Ugh. Hold on. That didn't even work. Let me just undo everything. I'm so dumb. Okay. I thought you could see what I'm doing. Let me just redo this. Okay. This, the eyes, they're not, they're just empty holes. Like a mask. Like the eye sockets for a mask. Yeah. And I'm glad you use Krita too, BB. Krita is a good program. Today is... I'm drawing some foliage and I hate doing that. And yet here I am, doing it. For the 5,000th time. This is where brushes usually come in handy. Or something this big, it makes more sense to draw it out. It's just... What am I right about? I totally was blanking what I said. Actually, let me just redo this. This is disaster. Okay. We will make the root out of the ground. And up. I'm glad you like this music. I kind of like it too. I like this song. Probably not. No eyes. Because that means she has to have a face. And I think the only time I ever put kind of eyes on her was almost like those big glowing red orbs inside the black. That's about it. I don't use my left hand to draw. My left hand is the one bothering me. I don't know what's wrong with me reading though. Every time I see you guys say eyes, I keep thinking... For some reason, I just saw the word water. I don't know what happened. This is not my day. Ooh, flaming red eyes. I could. That'd be awesome. But only for certain moments. Not all the time. Bye, Electrocola. Thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm like concentrating on making stupid leaf things. This is like in that in-between phase that I hate where it looks like crap, but it doesn't. I'm just overthinking it. This is true. See, I hate this. Need a variety of greens, but this looks too green. But that's just how it is. Maybe that's too yellow. Let's try that. It's more blue-green. Oh! I hate picking colors. Alright, it's too blue. I'll try that. Hello, Irina. Have I? It's only been 2 hours. That's not too bad. That's normally how long I've been on. Or how long I am on. I'm going a little over, but that's okay. We're having fun painting grass. Right? Right? Sorry, I'm getting quiet. I'm doing that concentrating thing. Yeah. So right now I'm just blocking out some foliage in the background. I'm not trying to pay too much attention to the detail or whatever, but you know, I'm trying to fill in the image more. So I turn the sea hare back on. It's feeling more like a complete image. I might actually tweak this. Crap. Let me say this is a new brush. Custom square. There we go. Pixie art. It sounds familiar. I know a Pixiv. If that's what you mean. I don't know if it's the same thing. You're talking about, yeah. It's like a website or something. There's a bunch of different art on it. I have no idea when I'll finish this project. I kind of expected to have more of this done before the stream, but much of stuff happened this week where I didn't get time to work on it. So this is what, like the third stream we're doing this. I'm hoping next stream most of this will be done, if not all of it, because I would like to work on it off stream a little bit just to get more of it done, and then the next stream I'll maybe add, I don't know, more stuff like the details for the sea hare and the sand crabs. I mean, they're pretty far along already, so maybe what I'll do is I'll I still have to animate it. Oh no. No. I will not. Oh no, yeah, that's totally fine. Irina. I asked myself that before I streamed today. I'm like, how long will I keep this one up? Because I want to do other stuff. No. I'll make a little storyboard. That's as far as I'll go. But it won't be colored, it'll just be sketches. Yeah, well, my boyfriend and I will stream trying to animate this. Hello, fabulous jumper. I'm on the wrong layer. I think that's the first time I've. No, it's not the first time. It's the first time I consciously said wrong layer, though. Why is that not working? Get to that point where I don't know what layer I'm on. There we go. Alright. Actually. You don't have to say hello when you enter the chat. It's not required. You can say potatoes if you want. Is the sea cucumber gonna eat the sand fleas? No. We've established this is the sea mafia. Sea mafia? Sand mafia? Sorry. This is the sand mafia. So the sand crabs are whatever, and this is their ride. They're gonna either go beat someone up or collect some money. Something like that. Sea cucumbers the Cadillac. I love that. Oh my god. I guess maybe instead of money they need something else? I don't know, actually. What would they need? They eat little particulates in the water. Maybe, they need sand dollars. That's what they need. Those things are bigger than them, but that's what they need. They need sand dollars. See, it works out. Sand mafia, sand dollars. I don't know. Sand dollars. Yep. Yep, they need sand dollars. It's so cheesy, but I love it. Am I on the wrong layer? Oh, thank god I'm not. Okay. I'm so distracted with the sand dollar pun. Laughing at myself, thinking I'm a genius over here. If it makes you guys feel better, I love stupid puns and jokes. Like, I don't care how stupid it is. Alright? It brings amusement, it brings amusement. No, I'll show you. They're actually a shell from CNN. Wow, I can't spell. But you didn't see that. It's these. These are sand dollars. They are sea anemones. These things that die. I found them on the beach once, like organically. I could go far. So see, look at this. We're making our own Android and our own Pixar in this channel. Perfect. We're gonna take Disney down. That's how, this is the start, alright? This is the grassroots movement of taking them down. They're really neat. I collected the ones I found on the beach and then I gave them to people, and I don't know what those people did with them. They're really neat though. Say what faster? Because I can barely talk as it is. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. We're all CEOs. Perfect. Take that. Yeah, sand dollars are a real thing. I don't know why they're called sand dollars though, because I kind of want to look it up, but I kind of don't. Someone else can look it up. I'm being lazy. Actually. I'm convinced that when people name stuff, they're just like, this is good enough. No one will care. And then like 50, 100 years later, they're probably rolling over in their graves like, why did I name that? Why did I name it something cooler? I mean, I guess they could have named it something weirder, like a circle star, or star circle. Leaf circle. Oh, you speak Portuguese? Nice. I don't know any Portuguese. I know very little Spanish, and I don't know any Portuguese. I've seen it, like I've seen the language typed out, and it's pretty neat, in my opinion. It's always neat to like learn about other languages though. That's just me. I like to like know the basics of other languages so I can just say hi, you know, or I don't know the basics of many languages, but I try. Alright, I think that's enough for the ground. A sea cookie? A snapper biscuit in New Zealand? Okay, snapper biscuit in New Zealand sounds accurate to the culture. That's so funny. You want a snapper biscuit? What? Pansy shell is funny though. I mean, actually no, because a pansy is a flower. It looks like a flower, so that makes sense. I think the word pansy itself is funny. I'm gonna... Oh my god, if I find... Okay. So family and I are like, oh, we should all go to the beach one day. Plan like a huge family trip. If we do that, and I find a sand dollar on the beach, I'm gonna give it to my niece. I'm gonna say, this is the sea cookie. I'm gonna see if she eats it or not. I'm gonna be that aunt. I'm gonna be mean like that. I wouldn't say you stole the words. I mean, it sounds more like it's just been accumulated from exposure to different cultures. I mean, that's just how I see it though. you know, when you get exposed to other cultures, different words get like stick. My niece is cute though. I wouldn't let her actually eat it. I always would want to see what her response would be. She's not stupid though. She's not even a year old, and she's already learned how to fake cough just because. So she's gonna be a handful. Oh, I want to be a half hour from the beach. Oh, that makes sense, Alpha Cat. Silver, okay. Silver coin. Nice. Okay, that makes sense. See, it's so neat to learn about these things. It's like, wow. Like some things, it's like when you learn about how the history of the word or why it was named that, it's so cool, and then other times it's just like, what? Alright. I'm like looking at the thumbnail here to take a look at the shading, see how that looks. It's a little dark here. Yeah, that's the only... Yeah. It sounds it sounds accurate to me, Alpha Cat. Makes sense. Yeah, I want to live on the beach too, except for hurricane season. Because it doesn't sound fun. Well, I guess you don't really have to be on the beach to suffer from hurricane season. So the pop-up palette, this is really useful. You're drinking coffee in one hand and drawing with the other. I found the perfect case for it. If anyone ever wants to fight me on it. Like, look, I'm one-handed drawing and drinking coffee at the same time. Who wouldn't want to do that? Okay. This is still a little dark. Alright, I have not saved this. Let me save this before I do anything else. The pop-up palette is the perfect caffeine I don't know what the word would be. Caffeine companion? Caffeine lover's companion? I guess. Assistant. Perfect. Yeah, I usually have coffee in the morning, and I do drink tea, but it's been so hot. I haven't had tea later in the day. Usually in the winter I will, though. It's just nice and warm and cozy. They do have a lot of good hand-free features. Alright, so I think this should be... I'm trying to see the lighting on this without looking at the detail. I think that will work. You know what's good is hot chocolate. What the downside of hot chocolate is, you cannot drink it more than once a day. Or even that often. Because you'll get cavities. I got my first cavity because I had too much hot chocolate. I was so upset. I was like, but it's so good! Do you seriously get a fresh coconut on the beach? Or are you making a joke? I can't tell. Why is it past? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm so sorry about that. That's so neat. I'm not a big fan of coconut, but my boyfriend loves coconut water. Man, I got the beach near you. I'm envious. It's so real, like just the sound of the waves, is soothing. I also like just to look at the fishies and the little crabs. You know, important things. I'm a simple person. I see beach, I see fish, I'm happy. Oh, yes, seafood. I love seafood. It's funny because I love shrimp. Like, if you buy a shrimp platter, I have to consciously restrain myself from eating all of it. Because I will. Yeah, I'm probably like Dory because I'm always like, wait, what are we talking about? Sounds accurate. Ooh, coconut shrimp sounds good. I'm still not a big fan of the coconut flavor, but some foods like that, there's some foods it's okay. I'll tolerate it. I remember I went to this place in California on the beach, and they had a restaurant, and you could buy a whole fish, like the actual fish cooked. And if I ever get the chance to try that, I want to. Yeah, the boxed coconut water is what we get. You don't get it that often because it is kind of pricey, but it's what we get. Do they? Costco has good stuff, man. What else? I got strawberries from there the other day, and usually their fruit isn't like the best, but they had really good strawberries. It's good stuff, man. Ooh, mango juice. Mango juice is delicious. I sometimes get the small containers of it from a brand called Naked, I think it is. It's so good. It's like It's almost like a smoothie, like it's thick like that, but it's not. Cheers, Squeaky. Oh, you have a mango tree at home? Man, that's so cool. I don't know how many meters. Actually, that's pretty big. Sorry, I'd think about converting it to miles or whatever. Yeah, it is kind of close to dinner time for some of us. We're past that. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. The interesting thing about mangoes is some people in my household have an allergy to the skin, so I have to cut it open. Which I didn't know that was a thing, but it is apparently. Champagne mangoes? I feel like we've talked about that before too. No, we haven't. I've heard that somewhere else though. What is that like? I want to look that up. Maybe I saw it at the store. I just... Because I have like a fruit market near me, and they usually have international, well, I guess international fruits, right? So what's the difference between the champagne mango and a regular mango? Is it just the taste? Yeah, maybe my Discord. Pizza sounds good. I'm trying to eat healthy, so no pizza. Sorry, rude guy. I feel like we talk about food every time I stream. Oh jeez. Spicy noodles and shrimp sounds good. I can't do spicy too much though. Oh, I thought yellow just meant they were like ready to, like they were ripe, and green they weren't ripe. I love that we're all from different parts of the world in this tiny chat. It makes it interesting. It's you get to learn about other people's little life and culture and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, food is never a bad subject. Hello, Sandborn. Can never go wrong with food. It may make you hungry, but that's okay. Can never go wrong with it. I think Indian food is the only type of food I haven't really tried. Uh-oh, where'd my music go? Yes, I'm watching. I think I've only had it once, and I wasn't really prepared for it. It was just, oh, we're here. I'm like, I did research on this food. I think the world is pretty small. So it's funny because I'm looking at OBS Studio, recording my screen, and I'm looking at it and it's very small, like the whole canvas here, which is a good thing. And I'm using that to determine if the foliage I've drawn so far is acceptable to me. And so far it is. I'm very proud. I'm keeping it simple, I'm taking it a little bit at a time. I'm gonna have 50 layers by the time this is done. Actually, I can probably delete this sketch layer. And I can delete that. Delete! Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, my lighting. Okay. I'm adjusting my chair, sorry. Actually, I don't even know how I sound right now. I was like away from my mic for a second there. We do have all kinds of food here. Has anyone had the poke fish? I don't know if that's in other countries yet. It's like Hawaiian meets Asian food. Yeah, poke fish is so good. Oh my gosh. I don't feel guilty eating it because it in my mind it's all healthy stuff in there that I'm sure the sauce and other stuff might not be like the healthiest thing to eat. I don't care. It's so good. Oh my gosh. That's not what the hell am I doing? How much if I get pokefish here, it's like if I go get it myself, it's not too bad price wise. But how do I describe it? It's like $12 a bowl. I'm so ready to go out to restaurants again too. We have them open up here, I think at 50% capacity. I'm just kind of holding off right now because it's still pricey and there's lines. I hate dealing with lines. I hate waiting. Pokefish. So let me just look up pokefish, like pokefish or poke bowl. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm dumb. It's called a poke bowl. I call it pokefish. Okay. Let's make. Oh, it is called pokefish. Okay. It's really weird because here it's mixed with Asian stuff. And this is the poke bowl. Okay, yeah, so the poke fish part is Hawaiian. And I think other parts of it is Asian, but I don't know what specifically. It's so good. Oh my god, look at this. So delicious. So you get rice. Whoa, what was that? You get rice and then the fish and all veggies and stuff. And sometimes they add fruit in it. So good. This is a pretty accurate, this is like a small version of it, but there's the rice, looks like salmon, carrots, radish, cucumber. I'm gonna try and make it from home. This is what I get. This looks like what I get. It's got the, oh, I'm trying to think how to pronounce it. Edamame? Edamame? It's like soybeans, salmon, cucumber. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so delicious. It is really good. And they have different types. Depending on, I don't know, like, I don't know where the term poke bowl came from. Like, well, I know where the term poke fish and poke bowl came from, but I don't know why they specifically refer to it like that. Like, edoname. Okay, edoname. There we go. I couldn't remember how it's spelled. It does look easy to make at home, and I have a rice cooker. I have a ton of rice. We make rice a lot. So I have to plan when I want to make it, though. Edoname. Edoname sounds right. Or edonami. Sorry. Edonami. I should ask Google Translate. But I don't want to. Yeah, I've been trying to think about... Oh, that's what I forgot to get. I went to go shopping and I forgot to look for the poke sauce. But I have plans to go to the Asian store at some time, so I think when I do that, I'll just, you know, I don't use jasmine rice. I don't know what kind of rice it's. Let me look up what it's called. It's short grain rice. It's the Red Rose brand, I think. Because the one by me doesn't use jasmine rice. They use the short grain. I don't know, whatever this is. I think it's this one. Well, this is what I have. Basically, I got tired of buying little bags of rice. I went to the Asian store and bought a 50-pound bag of rice. I have a ton of rice. I use it for everything. I only use rice cooker rice. So I don't know what strain that it's short grain. So I think it's this one. Let me go look and see what kind of rice I have. Actually no, I can't look because I don't have the freaking bag anymore. Oh, it's in a bucket. Let me look at where I bought it. And I can tell you what kind of rice I have. It is. It's the kokuho rice. Kokuho rice. I can't say this. It's this stuff. I don't know if that's the right bag, but yeah. It's this stuff. Extra. Yeah. Oh, it's medium grain. Okay. That was short grain. It's medium grain. Here's what they have there. Let me see if I can find the exact brand. We're derailing again, but it's for food, so it's fine. I like that Asian store. It's a little bit of a drive from where I am, which is why I don't go there often, which kind of sucks. Because I would like to go there more often. They have a lot of good stuff. The only thing I don't want to buy from there is seafood, just because I don't know. I'm always hesitant to buy seafood from anywhere. Like the fresh seafood, because I don't know how long it's been in transit. But they have good fruit, veggies. I got duck eggs from them. Oh no. Yeah, always double check to make sure your stuff's saved. Yeah, there's a lot of types of rice. No, I use a rice cooker. It's much easier. Put it in there, rinse it out, cook it, it's done. The nice thing about the rice cooker is it will cook it automatically based on weight. So when it's done, it just keeps it warm. It stops cooking it, which is really nice. So if I'm trying to prepare dinner and stuff, I can start the rice an hour early, let it warm up while I'm finishing up the rest of dinner. Man, I'm trying to find the shop online for the Asian store I go to, but they don't have it. Maybe they took it down. I don't know. They have a lot of candy. They have mochi. Look at that. This stuff. It looks so good, but people say it's powdery, and I don't like powdery stuff. Yeah, I tried to make kind of like omelets with the duck eggs and egg sandwiches. Yeah, I can't really read anything on the Asian store at the Asian store either, but they have things, most of it has pictures on it, and the labels will sometimes be in English, or the sign in general, so I can kind of figure it out from there. Duck eggs are, the problem with duck eggs is the yolk. It's very gamey and very oily. So if you don't use the yolk for duck eggs, it probably tastes better. But the yolk, it's very strong tasting. I think they make better egg sandwiches than they do anything else. People say they taste great as scrambled eggs, but I'm like, it's an acquired taste. It's not a bad thing though, at all. They have quail eggs too, but those are very small, so I don't know what I would use them for. But duck eggs are huge. Very huge. There we go. Sorry, I'm like sidetracking myself. I'm trying to figure out if I have this image. Okay, got it all. I usually know what I'm gonna walk out because there's one thing I have from the Asian store that I haven't tried yet, which is onion pancakes. That's because I'm being dumb and I haven't made the sauce for it yet. But I love onion. It's probably not great for everyone else, but onion tastes good. And I hear the onion pancakes are pretty good too. They're just kind of bland. So that's why you have to make a sauce for that. Stop. There we go. I don't envy people that own ducks or chickens or anything like that. I applaud you for putting up with them. 'Cause I hear they're a lot of work. Well, I'm sorry your animation didn't save. The only thing I can say is maybe there's an autosave somewhere if you can find that, or you just do it again. Shit happens, man. Especially when you're doing digital art. Ooh, emu eggs. What would you see? I would not have any idea what to do with an egg that big. Because, well, I guess you could be making scrambled eggs for a giant, like a family visitor or something, or if you have a big family. That would make sense. No, let's not talk about that. Autosave will only save us every 15-20 minutes, depending on how you have it set up. You shouldn't rely on that. It's, if you go to configure Krita, let's see. Under general and file handling, you can change it to every 15 minutes. But that's it. So if you have this set up to be something higher, it's kind of, there's not much you can do about that. Aww. I would like to kind of buy from local farms more often. It's just hard. It's always like far away from me. Everything's like at that inconvenient distance. Pygmy pigs? That does sound right. They're like little mini pigs. They're so cute. I want mini pigs. Not really. I don't want pigs at all. They're hard to take care of. I think all birds are aggressive. Or can be. Alright, I think that's good. We're all old people here. You're the only youngin'. That's why we know these things. It's because we're old. Not really. It's okay, you don't have to share that.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air. The riding with you like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is. Home's where the heart is. The endless journey, I need not worry. I'll get where I'm going. I made it this far beyond where you are, and I'll keep on growing. I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you like we used to.
Oh jeez.
Guess I'm better
Well,
off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is. Home's where the heart is.
alright, so I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. So I'm probably gonna get off in about 10 minutes. I need to make dinner. Ancient person. Experienced. Oh, I'm glad I taught you a lot about PETA. That's kind of what I hope. That it's easy to understand and learn and get into. I think there's like a grandma streamer too. Doesn't she play like is it Fortnite or League of Legends or Overwatch or something? Oh, nice. The only thing I can do to fix my car is change out the cabin air filter. Because everything else is a little complicated, and the apartment doesn't like us working on our cars in their parking lot, which I can understand. But I'd like to be able to change out my own battery. Oh, I can change out my windshield wipers too. On my own. I need to get new ones. Oh, nice. Sewing is hard, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. I think. At least to me. Yeah, Yeah, if you don't use your brain, you're gonna kind of lose it. They say that the more active you are, the better. Aw, thank you. Not trying to make it look too glossy, but trying to get some more color in there actually. Sorry, I'm concentrating again. Alright. My dad plays real-time strategy as well. It's like the first games I played were real-time strategy and FPS. The only problem is the strategy ones. I just liked to sit there and make the camp and get the soldiers and stuff like that. It's just fun. Yeah, you don't have to watch me. You guys can have a conversation. It's totally fine. This is not, you know, it's just a relaxing chat. You guys are more than welcome to have conversations. I don't, it's really, there's a lot of practice and drawing until I started liking what I started doing. So, kind of like looking at other people's styles and going, oh, what do I like about that? And is it something I would want in my style? If the answer is yes, I try it out and kind of go from there. That's better. Oops. I am drawing a sea hare, sea cucumber, sea slug, whatever you want to call it, which is this purple thing. and little sand crab, mole crabs in a ocean environment. The mafia. Yeah, I'm drawing the sand mafia? Is that what we agreed on? This is the sand mafia. Coming to collect your sand dollars. Or what inspires me? I don't know. That's a good question. You know, a lot of stuff inspires me. Just story, really. I like a lot of story and stuff. Like, I don't just like illustrating what I see. I like to give some. Yes, you guys inspire me. Thank you. Not about to knock over Sea Bank of its sea dollars. Heck yeah. I like, I guess narrative art. I don't know if that's really a thing. If that's what you call it. I don't remember. But stuff that has more character to it, you know. Like, I can sit here and illustrate exactly what's in the picture, but that's not as fun to me, you know. I guess a variety of artists. It's not any just one. I mean, it's a huge. I don't idolize them though. It's just like, oh, I like that about their style, you know. Like if they have a certain way they paint the face, I like that. You know, I might try to emulate that a little bit with how I draw the face, but I don't really idolize any particular artists. I don't really believe in that, if that makes sense. I also don't like constantly follow people's art to the point of, oh, I gotta see what they posted today. It's like, oh, I just, you know. So you have to look for music that specifically says no copyright attached, which the music we're listening to right now is from No Copyright Sound. Because the artists that make this particular stuff allow it to be used for whatever purposes without any real restrictions. I think, yeah, it's no copyright. So it's not easy to find though, because sometimes the contract between the artist and stuff will change. But the artist also will use this kind of, as bad as it sounds, kind of exposure. Because they do make music that you can buy. They're not just making music for free. There we go. It's looking pretty good so far, I think. I like it. I think I need to brighten this part up a little bit. The musicians still get paid by No Copyright Sounds. They still have a contract between them and that company to get some sort of payment out of it, because No Copyright Sounds is making money off of this with YouTube's ad revenue. So I'm sure they get paid up front for it. I don't think they're doing this without any monetary value being exchanged. Because there's no way a musician would do that unless they're brand new and don't know what they're doing, which is possible. But I would not expect anyone to. Sorry, I'm moving this live. There you go. I wouldn't expect them to do it for no anything. Those two books are really, or Loomis books in general are good, but the Drawing Comics the Marvel Way is a really good one too. Am I awkward? I don't know. Alright, I think we're gonna end it here though. Yeah, this is a good place to end it. So I'm gonna end the stream here, since it's been about 3 hours now. I need to eat, I'm getting hungry. I'm sure you guys are hungry after a half-hour long food conversation. But yeah, I think a lot of progress has been made. We have more backstory for these critters. The Sand Mafia. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I appreciate your input and the conversations we've had. And if you don't know when I stream next, if you go to my YouTube channel and the community page, there should be a schedule. That's okay, Fearless Jumper, I gotta go anyway. The next stream we'll be doing will actually be gaming, so we're just gonna relax and hang out and play some Don't Starve. I might want to switch to .hacksign, because I really want to play it. It's a Japanese RPG, if you don't know. It's on Steam. But yeah. Yes, I do have a Discord. I'll get the link. Where's my link? Invites. There we go. Oh my god, let me just go to my YouTube page and get the link there. It's on my other videos. Where is it? Well, it'd be good to keep that on hand and, you know, just a note to myself. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's the Discord link. Yay, thank you. You too, Alpha Cat. Alright, so I put the Discord link in the chat for both Twitch and YouTube, so if you want to join, it's really just art focused, it's not anything super crazy, you know, just to encourage each other to draw and get better at it. You know, there are rules, so make sure to acknowledge the rules before you join. Yeah, and that's it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video, and in the next stream, or in the Discord, or whatever. Feel free to join me on whatever. Have a good day, guys. As I'm waving to the monitors. Pretend you can see me waving to you. I'm waving.